Good evening and thanks for joining us. Today marks 14 years since the tragic events of September 11th, 2001. America is taking time today to pause to honor the almost 3,000 people killed that day.
To remember the dark moments in our country's history, city officials, students, and members of the community gathered at City Hall in Brazil, Indiana to reflect. News 10's Melissa Crash has more.
A somber day that started off with the Pledge of Allegiance to remember the courageous men and women who lost their lives back on September 11th, 2001. One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty. Many can remember what they were doing at the moment the first plane crashed into the World Trade Center in New York. For Brigadier General Jeffrey Hauser, it's a moment he will never forget.
We were getting ready to fly and take off some F-16s, and they were getting ready to step to the airplanes when the first one hit. And we always had a morning meeting. Someone came in and interrupted and said, "You may want to go look at the news."
It is a date that is not just a choice to observe.
It's not just city officials paying their respects.
It's to represent the people who died in the 9/11 attack, the police officers and all the innocent individuals who died that day.
Elementary students had not yet been born on that tragic day, but they still find a way to learn about it.
I'm kind of a geek, so I like to look it up on YouTube a lot.
Although the ceremony had to be moved inside due to the rain, it didn't stop Brigadier General Hauser from telling his story.
For the first time that I can ever remember, at that time I'd still been in the military over 20 years, that we're starting to load up ammunition on our airplanes to get airborne, and you have to talk about our pilots about different things. Would you be able to shoot down an airliner if needed?
A stronger nation that continues to look to the future while remembering our past.
We as citizens of the United States pull together in time of crisis.
In Brazil with photojournalist Lonnie Wyram, Melissa Crash, News 10.
Brigadier General Jeffrey Hauser mentioned in his speech today that Terre Haute assisted with escorting the president's plane, Air Force One, to a safe location September 11th.